Vajni.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at her. Hey guys, I'm here with Marc Vajni. Mark, don't call me Mike. It's a long story. It's a really short story, but we don't have time for that. Thanks for coming to Tucson.
Yeah, of course. I've really enjoyed the show so far. It's been great.
Cool. So where do you normally reside?
I live in Lexington, Kentucky.
I've heard of Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
There's a coin, right?
Well, that's different Lexington, but
I'm already getting in trouble with like everybody. Yes, that's a different Lexington.
Yeah, exactly.
Do people do that a lot?
Well,
it's just me. If it's just me, it's okay.
I think you're the only one who's mixed it up so far.
No one's ever put together that it's not actually Lexington, Kentucky. Just cut. So, very cool. So, is this your first time in Tucson?
This is not my first time. I've been once before, but this is my first time being out to a casino like this. But it's been really cool. It's cool. It's kind of on a reservation.
Yeah.
And I've really enjoyed it. The venue is really nice too.
Yeah. Cool. Good. And you've been able to do a little bit of business.
Yeah. It's been a good show so far. I got some good deals. Sold a lot of stuff too.
So you're a student currently, full time college kind of guy, right? And
that's right.
So coins is like the side gig.
Yeah, exactly. So I do work at a shop, a few hours a week in Lexington, but buying and selling on the side is kind of the side gig for me. So I like to go to shows, when I can, and it won't interfere with classes. So
you don't work another job. It's just like college and coins.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. You don't got time for co-eds.
That's right.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
He's got his priorities straight. I just want to say that right now. Cool. So what type of stuff do you like? What type of coins do you like in general?
Yeah, so my favorite type of coins are ancients, particularly Greek. So I collect a lot of old Greek coins, a lot of classical and archaic period stuff. I like to go after pedigreed coins. It's not my only, it's not my only criteria when I'm collecting. But if I see a coin that's pedigreed, that's slightly lower condition than another coin that isn't pedigreed, I'll always go for the pedigreed coin.
That's interesting. So you like, and I know this is especially for ancients.
Yeah.
This is like an ancient thing. We're still inside ancient baseball right now. You'll have the holder, and it'll have like the slip inside the holder, and it'll have like the old handwriting.
Yeah.
With an RMC number, or what's the?
Yeah, like British Museum number.
Yeah. They'll have like, and it's all, sometimes it's in script. It looks like it was the same ink that was used to sign Civil War, paper, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's something it's interesting. You don't see that as much with U.S. stuff, but on ancients, you'll find a lot of that old collections.
Yeah.
But they're always in PVC holders.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think the big reason you see it with ancients is because, are you familiar with the UNESCO Convention of 1970?
I'm about to get schooled, folks. Tell me about it.
Well, I don't know the full story, but long story short, I don't know if the convention it wasn't in 1970, but there's a UNESCO law, and it's just like cultural heritage stuff. So
I thought we were going some other way. No, the cultural heritage laws.
Yeah.
So people it was very important for people to keep their full pedigrees.
Yeah, so essentially pre-70s coins are pretty much untouchable in most places in the world. There's still some countries where you can't really own them, but I like to go after even older pedigrees. Like I have a few coins with pedigrees going back to the 20s.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I don't actually have the little handwritten notes, but I do. I go back and look at the auction catalogs and check the plates. So
you know that coin was transacted, like B. Max Mel or somebody from the 20s.
Yeah, something
right?
like that. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very interesting. I hadn't really thought about the pedigree as far as it relates to the countries taking coins from people. I don't know how else to describe it. For me, it just doesn't make any sense. But for those of you who don't understand, like countries pass laws that basically say, well, this is a Greek coin, and so it belongs to the country of Greece, and so you can't have it, and like give it to us. It reminds me of what the American government did with gold in the 30s. Like, it's no longer for you to own. It's just ours.
Yeah, exactly.
So, pay up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really impressive with pedigrees. Sometimes coins at auction sell for multiple times what they would without the pedigree. Yeah. Just because it's a type that's uncommon to find with pedigrees. So
I think the whole buy the coin, not the holder thing is like not really. It's one of those things that's not true. Like, okay, I can't spell your name or say your name. And this is for, but that the saying I before E except after C?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know that is incorrect more than 50% of the time. It's actually
I didn't know that, no.
it's like a flip-flop rule.
Okay.
So the buy the coin, not the holder rule also is in lots of ways not true.
Yeah.
So in other words, obviously what they're saying when they say that is you can't only look at the holder, you have to look at the coin itself. That's what the expression really means.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as a collector, all the time I'm looking for something like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this coin is cool, but also I have lineage here. I have something else there.
Yeah.
So I digress.
So I guess, with the way in Ancients you're buying more than just a coin. You're kind of buying the history of the coin as well. So
that's cool. That's cool. So what's the end game here? What do you you get a degree in?
I'm studying economics.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to actually go to graduate school. I'd like to get my PhD in economics. So.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you can teach us all something later.
Yeah, maybe so.
We'll pay attention when you're old enough to drink. We'll do that.
Yeah.
And then, so like what? But then after that, are you gonna just work as a professional and do coins on the side still?
Yeah. So I think that's kind of the plan because I really like coins, but I've also have other interests. And I think if I just did coins, I wouldn't be able to do something else. But if I do economics and work like a federal job or something, I can still do coins on the side. Plus, I'd have more money to buy coins for myself and.
There's a couple different ways to slice that, and there's a lot of truth in like a lot of the guys that I know that are very avid collectors. It's because they are in kind of a really nice job, and they're very careful with their money, but they put all of their excess into their coins. Which it sounds like that's your trajectory a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, good for you. Good for you. Well, I'm really glad you came to Tucson.
Yeah.
Thanks for the time, and we'll see you when we see you. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, sounds great.
And maybe at Fun or wherever else you guys are traveling off to.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah, you bet. Take care.
Thanks.